longer than last time that they played in Toronto. It was only 12 songs then. It was like 15, 16 now.
What is this? A crossover episode?
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Belgian Jasper. If this is your first time on the channel, hit subscribe right now. Amon Amarth came to Canada. They took their show to Montreal and to Toronto, and it was a killer show. I obviously went to the Toronto show. Unfortunately, not the full production that they're bringing to just 3 shows on this North American tour, and Montreal is one of them. So I'm very jealous of the people in Montreal, but hey, I hope everybody had a fantastic experience. Now, before we go into the Amon Amarth show itself, just want to say, you know, what a great, almost like a tribute of these, well, legendary melodic death metal band, bringing 3 like brutal bands, including the iconic Obituary and Carcass. You know, Amon Amarth has become so popular that I'm sure labels and agencies and so on, we're thinking like, hey, let's get some young up and coming or like more mainstream bands part of the bill. But you know, with sold out shows everywhere, it's really cool to see that through the power of Amon Amarth, which was surprisingly young crowd in the Toronto show, were, you know, a lot of them probably introduced for the first time to these iconic death metal bands. Personally, I thought Obituary was the best show from the opening acts. What I really liked, as a bit of a Celtic Frost fan myself, was when Obituary covered Circle of the Tyrants. The Carcass show was cool too, although I have to say that the magic of their albums for me didn't fully, you know, translate to the live show. But then obviously it was time for the main event. The Vikings of Amon Amarth, they absolutely conquered Toronto. And yes, there are now almost some gimmicks now that we expect to see some Vikings battling out on stage. And we know that the crowd at some point in the show has to get down on the ground and put their backs into the ore. A really cool takeaway was for a band with such a legacy and back catalog now already, how much the new songs, not just from the most recent album, The Great Heathen Army, but in the last few albums. Not only how well they fit into the show with the classics, and how the crowd really reacts to these new songs. I wasn't the only one to pick that up. Check out what my friend Pedro from A&P Reacts has to say.
The Heathen Army surprised me how good it fits in with the overall set. From the songs from the new album, that's probably the best song within the set in terms of how it merges with everything else. But the set was really good from beginning to end. Nice flow, mixing old with new. A lot of energy. The stage work is outstanding. I don't know if they can go any bigger than what they've done so far. So great show, great night.
Toronto. Cheers. I think it's time for you to raise your
I'll see you at the next show. Stay heavy.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.